Are you having difficulty getting your new Dachshund puppy to come to you? Do you wish that recall training was much easier? Well, I promise you it can be, and in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to get a perfect recall with your new Dachshund puppy. Welcome back to the Fenrir Dachshund Show. If you are new here, my name's Will. I'm a canine behaviourist and I'm the founder and CEO here at FenrirCanineLeaders.com. And this channel is dedicated to helping you learn everything that you could possibly ever want to know about the glorious little Dachshund, and then how to become a high-level canine leader that can raise perfect Dachshund puppies. So if you are new here, start this journey by hitting that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so that you never miss a future episode. So having a perfect recall with any dog breed, not just a Dachshund, is one of the most fantastic and pleasant experiences that you can have with your dog. Being able to go out and explore the big wide world with your canine companion and have complete trust for them to be able to be off leash, to go and explore, to run, to really stretch their legs and blow off that energy is an absolutely incredible thing. Now, on the flip side of that, it's also, as a canine behaviorist, one of the most common things people come to me about, wishing that they could fix their dog's poor recall, or maybe they have excellent recall in low distraction, but when they go out and there's other dogs, they become suddenly very selective hearing, a lot of people will call it, and that recall just goes out the window, which then obviously can quickly devolve into some quite serious problems. Now, recall is part of our Perfect Puppy program, and if you've just got a new Dachshund puppy and you're interested, the link to that will be down in the description box below. And this isn't just a sales plug. I highly recommend you checking that out, because I do believe that that is exactly what you need if you're starting from scratch, to give you that step-by-step process of how we go about not only teaching recall, but all the other areas of what it takes to have a perfect canine companion. But back to recall in particular. Recall is one of those things that's multifaceted, it's multi-layered. It isn't simply just an obedience trick like many people think it is. Now, obedience is part of it, and we need to help teach the dog, which is where we will utilize a really positive, fun, engaging way of training our new Dachshund to understand that come means I want you to come to me, or on a whistle, or whatever command you want to use, or hand gestures. The world really is open on those fronts, but we need to get our dog to understand that in a situation, no matter where you are, if I ask this of you, I need you to come back to me. Now, that part of the obedience is fairly easy to teach, and many people will learn that as part of their puppy programs, part of their puppy training. If you go to puppy training classes or puppy socialization classes, that concept is quite easy. What's difficult, and what I want to focus on in this video, is that what people will call selective hearing. Getting a dog to a point where it understands what it is that we want from it, however, it is making the decision to ignore us. If we have that situation, then we do truly have a problem on our hands, which is where I focus so heavily on the importance of being a calm, consistent leader that has a dog that will look up to us for guidance and direction and follow our principles and our programs and our boundaries and our rules and our expectations 100% of the time, because of, and it's a magic word, because of relationship. So if you want to have a perfect recall, stop obsessing over the obedience part of the work with your Dachshund, because that is ultimately the easy bit. If you want a perfect recall, you must focus on relationship and becoming a high-level canine leader, a calm, consistent leader, and have your Dachshund be able to, under all situations, look up to you for guidance and direction. So whether you're in a low distraction, calm, quiet environment like here in our studio today, you could achieve an excellent, lovely recall. But can you go somewhere that's extremely distracting, where there's other much more fun things going on, and still have that same level of relationship and that same level of success? Because what we need to do is, even though the dog goes, oh, that thing over there is far more enticing and I'd much rather go and do that thing, boss needs me, so I better get back and do as I'm told. That doesn't come from a place of fear. It doesn't come from a place of, oh my God, this is going to happen to me if I don't. We want to structure it where we get it to a point of, awesome, yes, boss needs me, let's go, I've got to listen to him. Dogs like to work like that, and if they don't, then it's a very clear indication that you have a breakdown in that relationship, and that is what you need to address. So like I say, Don't overly obsess about the obedience set part of it. That is a nice structured approach. And again, I'll give you some very quick tips now. I like to use what we call a partner recall drill. If we're starting from complete scratch, utilize a long line or a long bit of string or paracord just so that you can guarantee success, because we always want to set our dogs up for success. That's incredibly important. And you and a friend or a partner or your son, daughter, anything, start a couple of meters away from each other. We get down on the dog's level, we have a bit of food, we get their attention. Let's say the Dachshund, it's Dave the Dachshund. Dave, yes, come. Yes, Dave. We get really excitable. When they start to come to us, we mark it with whatever term that we want. So we might use here. So Dave, yes, hi Dave. And as soon as he comes, Dave here, yes, here, Dave here. As they're coming and we mark it. And when they get to us, fireworks go off and it's an explosion of fantasticness. And then they get the praise, then they get the reward. Then your partner, and you then shut off. Your partner does the same thing, dog turns around, and you make it a really fun game. Then over time, you can start to layer up time, distance, to layer up distraction levels. And that's kind of, like I say, it isn't rocket science. That's a principle of how you would go about teaching recall. We need to take that process slowly. Don't expect too much from your Dachshund. Don't set them up for failure. Take it nice and slow, baby steps, and set them up for success. But always putting that emphasis on you being a calm, consistent leader that has a dog that will look to you for guidance and direction. Because if you don't have that, then you can do as much of the obedience drills, as much of the training as you want. But the second there's something that's more fun in the dog's mind, they are going to choose that option as opposed to choosing the option of coming to you when you ask them to. And that is where so many people fall wrong with recall and end up pulling their hair out. And that is why I believe so strongly that we have to put so much emphasis on relationship and leadership with our dogs. This isn't a bartering relationship. We're not bribing our dogs to do anything, because again, if you get into that trap that so many people do, of that you reward your dog with food every time they do something, the second that there's something that's more interesting than that food, you're gone. You've lost. You now have no control. If you're a calm, consistent leader that can enforce that boundaries, rules and expectations 100% of the time, it doesn't matter what's going on around you. You don't need food. If you forgot treats, if you forgot your clicker, it doesn't matter, because you have that relationship with your dog. And that's where you see those people that just with a glimpse of an eye or a click of a finger can have complete control over their dogs. And that's what we want to achieve to have a perfect Dachshund. So that's what I want you to focus on. Again, if you need help on that, the links are down in the description box below for not only our perfect puppy protocol if you want to get it right from day one, or if you've got off to a wrong foot and you're starting to see some of these common problems that maybe I've just outlined, then maybe check out our bootcamp protocol. That's what I use with all of my clients that need my help with restructuring that relationship, because it allows you to go through that process, how to become a high-level canine leader, restructure that relationship with your dog, and then be able to move forward to achieve those high levels of success. So I hope that helped. Get out there, get after it, enjoy that glorious little Dachshund that you've got. I promise you, putting in that effort, you'll be rewarded for years to come with a wonderfully happy, calm, content, glorious, beautiful Dachshund puppy. So thank you so much for watching. Got new videos on specific to the Dachshund coming to this channel every single week. So don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode of the Fenrir Dachshund Show.